And we are on. Look at him. He was halfway out the screen, but he's back in it. First and foremost, I got to set the apology. Normally we do go live at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I did put that out there so we can go live at Eastern Standard Time. So all of you who got that message, I appreciate you for being so prompt. But we had to adjust the time today because I got a special guest on here, and he's so special that we're starting a half hour early. You know what I mean? He got that dumb hat on, but that's one thing in itself. He's a good friend of mine. He's a real good friend of mine. We got real close in the last few years. I saw him. I knew him from beforehand coaching. We would see each other in passing. But as coaching, we got real close, used to hang out, used to do some community stuff and become leaders. I'll introduce him here in a minute. I appreciate you all for joining in. Shayla, thank you for joining in. Jamon, thank you for joining in. Make sure you tag, like, and share. I appreciate it. It's Coach Clee. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker coming at you a little early. It's nice and bright. It's warm. The temperatures are. I had to turn the air on because he brought all the, they said there's smoke, there's some fire. He brought some fire with him today. You understand? Jamon's on here. He said my two brothers talk about you. You know what I mean? Make sure you like the Coach Clee page on Facebook. Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to the Coach Clee page. Check out the website. Yep. I mumble mouth because it's a half hour early.
It's all my fault.
It is. I'm glad you acknowledged
Check out that website.
Workwithclee.com is the website. They're on there. You will see March 4th. Bam, it's on there. No Shade All Light. There, you got that one. I got the red. You got the blue.
No Shade All Light. My boys did this. Good people.
Stark Water and other Stark products, and the Coach Clee apparel is up on there. Make sure you check out the website, all right? I need to know what the energy levels are. I do one in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section if you had a good day today. And I know you see the lives. I know you're a true follower, and you know how it goes. I don't believe in bad days. And I believe that a lot of people are really character building days because all the bad days that we have, we can learn from them, we can build from them, we can do better from them. You can always strive to do better. And even if it is a bad day, it makes you appreciate the good days that much better.
Absolutely.
However, if you had a character building day, I need you to put a 2 in the comment section. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day today. Thank you, Cindy, for joining in. Thank you, Sonya, for joining in. I see some outstanding days out there. If you had such an outstanding, stupendous, marvelous, wonderful day, I need you to put a 0 in that chumpy. Put a 0 in the comment section if you had a wonderful day. It's like this is a bubble, and you're right there in the middle of that bubble. Nothing can penetrate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Maddie, for joining in. I appreciate it. Make sure you tag, like, and share. I got a special guest right here. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. He's actually, like I said, he does follow, so sometimes he's commenting on here. Sometimes his comments are worthwhile. Sometimes it's just obsolete. You know what I mean? You can just leave him behind.
I had a 1 by today.
Is that what you're going to put in the comment section? I didn't ask you that. I'm sorry.
I know. That's the kind of love I get, but that's cool. I got a 1.
I'm out of my element because my mind's a half hour ahead of where it should be.
Slow my man down a little bit. I came early.
Yep. Tell him.
I need to go pick my son up in about at 7 o'clock, 7:15. So we need to start a little early. It was a miscommunication, and it's all my fault.
On his part.
So I disrupted the Coach Clee live time, but we're gonna have a great time regardless. And I want to tell y'all another thing. This guy puts a lot of preparation into all his work. I got a chance to view it, and he put a lot of preparation into this live. So show him some love with some hearts and all that craziness, because it's not just get on here.
Tag, like, and share.
Yeah, tag, like, and share. It's not just a turn on the camera and let's roll. It's a lot of prep work for him and his business manager. So show him some love. Real work.
I mean, he brought it right back.
You know what I mean?
He brought it right back. I'm not even mad at him anymore. It is. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's love.
It's my buddy right here. We coach together. We hang out together. We're good friends. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a coach. He's a mentor. He's a leader. He is a community activist. He works for Temple. As you can see on the shirt, he's got the owl right there. He follows his page. And I just like, you've already seen a lot. Let me see them thumbs come up. Let me see them thumbs, and let me see those hearts. The hearts look real good. Give them applause. We can't have applause. So this is my introduction for you. I appreciate you coming on the show, honestly. I know we've talked about it months ago. I've asked you during, it was a dark time. I know. I want to give him another shout out too, a personal shout out. Because he was one of the few friends that he was aware of this untimely separation, me and my wife, and he was one of the ones who I talked to, and he gave me some real good advice, and he was an ear, basically. He was a good ear that I needed to have at that time. Jamon was another one, and one of the piece of advice that he gave me was have a plan. no matter what, have a plan and work your plan. And this is actually part of the process of that plan because it had me venting. So I want to thank you for that platform.
Pleasure,
Some of this is because of you.
Hey,
thank
man,
you very much.
My pleasure, man.
And with that being said, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Wow, man, I'm Steve Early. I'm an Oakland Raider fan. You know, everybody get a picture of that. Tag, like, and share. You know, I'm a regular guy, man. I'm a regular guy with ups and downs like everybody else. Whenever I learn something, I don't try to just use it for my gain. I try to make sure other people can gain from it. So when I'm dead and gone, the next person can teach the next, and we just keep moving.
Building process.
You know, if we're not helping others, we're just holding everybody back. So, you know, I'm born and raised in Harrisburg. I'm a Allison Hill kid. Moved out to Central Dauphin High School in 9th grade. Went out to Central Dauphin. Then graduated. You know, I grew up, you know, poor, just like everybody else in my neighborhoods. You know, Rural Terrace area. Shout out to them. We all grew up poor, but we did what we had to do. Like I said, I moved out Central Dauphin in high school. A lot of people don't know I lived 5 people in a 2-bedroom apartment just so we could go to Central Dauphin to try to get a better education.
Yep.
You know, you can't get a lot of girls with living 5 people in a 2-bedroom. So, you know,
space is tight.
It's tight, man, and you know that means me and my brother slept on couches while my stepsister and my mom and dad had a room. So my closet was my dresser was a garbage bag. You know, you iron your clothes, put them in the garbage bag. You know what I mean? So, fortunate enough to go to college. Went to Penn State out of high school, or right out of high school. It was too big of a school for me. It wasn't meant for me.
How was your experience there?
It was a humbling experience, and that's why we're going to get into what we got to get in about Temple. But, you know, long story short, I went to a school that wasn't right for me. Great people there, just wasn't right for me. Too big, too fast, whatever. Didn't keep up with the grades that I needed to get. Lost my scholarship. Had to find my way back.
Humbling experience.
Came back to Harrisburg. Got a job with my tail between my legs. Came back to Harrisburg with my tail between my legs. Got a job at Gabriel Brothers with some fine individuals. But while I worked there, I realized I needed to do something with my life because some people that were supervising me weren't actually qualified to. You know, I could do better. So, you know, it motivated me. And with the grace of my brother who's passed away and some family members, you know, and my community, I got back in school. Actually went to Stevens Tech for 2 years.
Okay.
Got to start. They got me in there. Shout out to Stevens Tech in Lancaster Trade School. I didn't take a trade. I took a business courses and things. And then transferred to Albright College. Got that degree. And since then, been doing nonprofit work. Ever since.
I think you've been doing that as long as I've known you.
It's my passion.
Thank you, Clarence, for joining in. Thank you, Lisa, for joining in. Like and share. Tag, like and share.
Yeah, it's been beautiful, man. I've been working nonprofits. I worked for Cat Bus for right out of college. Got through a temp agency. Young lady named Masai Lawson, who's a Susquehanna grad as well. She got me a job at Cat through her temp agency. She was managing. That's how I got my stock. I ended up being the first African American manager in Cat history.
Congratulations.
Mark that. You know what I mean? Grew from there, went to case management, got the chance to work with my degree with children with intellectual disabilities. Worked with some fine individuals there for about 5-6 years. Got blessed after that with a position at Big Brother Big Sisters as a school-based coordinator, then eventually director of partnerships down the line, creating mentorships, connecting people with mentors and connecting mentors with children, because it's a blessing both ways. If you ever want to know how to do that, that's a great organization to be a part of. And then worked at the Central PA Food Bank, ended up working in there for 6, 7, 8 years, actually, 9 years.
Helped out a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, creating food distribution programs in the communities in which you live, and not just in inner cities. We did it all 27 counties. It's a wonderful organization. You
traveled around a lot.
Yeah,
you were there.
it's a wonderful organization. There's poverty everywhere, not just inner city. Poverty is everywhere. So support food pantries in your area. If you don't necessarily have to go directly to the Central PA Food Bank, supporting the pantries in your area. And if you don't know who they are, contact the food bank and they'll tell you. Long story short, now I'm at Temple. You know, and I'm the admissions counselor and recruiter for Temple Harrisburg. I represent Temple University. However, I'm out of the Harrisburg campus, and even I didn't know. I knew about the Harrisburg campus. It was somewhere my wife went to grad school, and I knew they did non-credited courses there for people who want to get certifications and special classes and things. But we have an undergraduate program that we'll tell you about.
You'll discuss that.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity, and we got to get people down there. It's a freshman year only campus. It's beautiful, and then we transition you to main campus. So that's my story. I got a son. I'm blessed. You know, I got a wife. I got friends, and you know, I got my health.
You do it. That's all good stuff. That's all good stuff.
I got my Denzel going on.
What, your eyelashes?
I got my Denzel, you know what I mean?
Thank you, Jason, for joining in.
What up,
Thank
Jay?
you, Maurice, for joining in. I appreciate it. Tag, like, and share this. So you talked about a little bit about yourself. Thank you, Michael, for joining in. I appreciate it. And I know this guy is a big fan of Red Stark. He's ordered some Red Stark from me before, but what do you think of that water that you just took a sip of, that you devoured?
Yeah, this alkaline water is right on, especially a day like today.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful day. It's very good. You know, I'm not used to saying water tastes good.
It tastes like a fresher.
I didn't think if water has taste, you know, like when we grew up, water had taste, it was bad, it was lead or something. So, but it actually is refreshing, especially on a day like today. You can't really appreciate it on a winter day. But on a day like today, you can feel it. It feels good. Get yourself some. You know,
you gonna place your red order and start the energy?
Let me tell y'all, man. I suffer from this thing called essential tremors. I got shaky hands. Sometimes they shake, sometimes they don't. I'm not ashamed. Everybody has a disability of some sort. That energy stuff, I have to be careful drinking it. But I do enjoy the red when I am working out or right before I drink it. I don't drink it afterward. So I can't drink it in abundance, like consistently, but to do it right before I work out or on those days where I'm working a little later, doing 15 hours, different
you need
events.
That extra kick?
Yeah, just to bring you back naturally. You don't feel like there's no crash.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
what
crash.
I feel like about it. Yes.
There's no crash. Because, you get that feeling, but you don't want to crash. That's bad. You could be driving home when you crash or something.
And then you just be done.
Yeah,
exactly.
but it's a beautiful product.
So I know you talked about a lot of things throughout the course of your coming up from childhood to where you are now. Were there any events that you took place that you're very proud of, or do you have any events coming up right now that you want to express to us?
Well, I'm in the middle of starting recruiting for fall 2020.
Okay.
Temple Harrisburg. Temple Harrisburg is a freshman campus only, right down in Strawberry Square. Please come down and visit us. Come down and see me. Call me. I'll give Clee my email address so he can post it for you.
Yep.
It's a wonderful opportunity for students. Small campus. Gets you ready for the main campus while you're doing your undergraduate work. All your undergraduate work, beautiful opportunity, small classrooms, interaction with your instructors, close knit. We have people in place, Rita Trippett and Danielle Martin, who get you prepared while you're taking your courses throughout the semester, getting you ready for main campus academically and socially. So when you do get to main campus your sophomore year, you have your dorm. You have familiarity with the campus, and you're really familiar with your academic advisors. So, let's start talking about that now. Don't wait till this time next year, or don't wait till March to talk about your child. I'm talking about even in 8th graders. I'll come down and speak to your 8th graders. Let's get them somewhere to go. I mean, a lot of times, you're from Harrisburg. We always say Harrisburg has nothing to offer us. Harrisburg has a campus for Temple University, where you can come and do all your courses 3 to 4 days a week, get all your undergrad classes taken care of, your general ed courses taken care of, with quality student, in a cohort style atmosphere, for with a $3,500 grant just because you're coming to Harrisburg campus. And if you're from out of state, it's a $5,000 grant.
Okay.
So you live at home.
I was about to ask.
You live at home.
There you go.
So you're saving $10,000 to $15,000 for room and board and all that stuff you have to take care of for your freshman year. Because when it comes to college, we have to understand it's not about going to college. Everybody can get into college. It's about graduating.
The next step.
And graduating with little to no debt. So Harrisburg is offering you an opportunity to go to a top-notch university. While you can, with your first year, the most important year, because that's the year where you get homesick. That's the year where you find out it's the wrong school for you, and now you have to come home. You're not ready academically, and that all can be taken care of right here in Harrisburg for your first year. It's just your first year. It's not a program. It's not something where you got to transfer. It's just your freshman years here in Harrisburg, and then your sophomore year, junior year, and senior year will be in Philly.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful opportunity.
It sounds like a nice program.
Wonderful,
Thank you, Eileen,
man.
for joining in. Thank you, Warren, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Tag, like, and share this.
I don't really have any events unless I get invited, but I do a lot of events. You'll see that I post them a lot. I do different school events, community events. So
I've seen you had a couple tables already.
I do
recently.
3 or 4 a day, 5 a day. You know how it is because
okay.
you end up feeling exhausted by the end of the week because you had to perform. But it's my goal because no one really knows about this Harrisburg opportunity.
You're
so
absolutely right
they
about
hired
that.
me to come in and kick the truth to the young youth.
Teen Summit.
Teen Summit, the
This
woo.
guy right here. And so after you needed to recharge yourself, you took a little sip of that Stark.
I'm
bring
about to
back
do
that
it right now.
balance,
Hey,
huh?
look, this Stark water is refreshing. It's about 70 degrees out. It's refreshing. Get you some.
How-
I don't know about
what's
taste.
the temperature in here? He made me kick the
Let me
air
tell
on
y'all
already,
something,
man.
brothers,
He made
sisters.
I had to shut the door. I had to.
It's
the
so-
heat's on that. You can't see the ceiling fan above us, but we needed some circulation.
It is
He
so
was
hot in
complaining.
here. He got the ceiling fan rolling on helicopter
That's
mode.
right. We
You know,
about to
like,
take off.
turn the air on for 15, 20
Y'all know
minutes,
I
turn
used
it
to jump
off.
out of plane, so sometimes I need to hear the propellers above me. That's
Issues. Issues. Another thing,
What's up?
to all Coach Clee's guests, and you pick great guests. I mean, everybody's great, man. You learn so much, man. I learned about so many. When you come to the studio, the Raven studio here, the lab,
Bring
you
your
gotta
pen and
park.
your pad.
You gotta park like 7 miles away, so be in shape. There's no parking out front. You gotta park way down the street. So just be ready. Coach Steve told you.
Wow. All right. Remember where you heard it first.
Yes.
Remember nonsense. Anyway.
Give me a thumbs up if you know about the parking situation.
No, because most of them I actually give them front row parking.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But they got here on time.
Wow.
So I was able to convey that to them, and we went live on time. So all those messages were conveyed in a timely manner.
got you.
You understand?
Got you, yes.
But we'll just keep all that to ourselves.
Yes.
Anyway, any accomplishments? I know this is like a big
Man.
accomplishment. If you don't mind me saying, I remember the transition from one occupation to another occupation kind of left you in a slump. And I watched your demeanor from just not feeling too great about things. I won't say it in a bad place, but not feeling too great about things to rising up to where you're sociable, you're happy, you're smiling.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's good to see you active again.
Well, we being honest, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna be honest and everything. Excuse the grip. Well, you can come in. I worked for the food bank for a long time, almost 10 years. My departure there wasn't the way I expected it to be. Put it like that. But I have four keys to success, and I've been saying it since I was young, or since I was in my late 20s. It's faith. You got to be successful. Everybody's success is different.
You're right.
You gotta have, but to be successful in whatever you find is success, you gotta have faith. You gotta get an education. You have to be respectful, and you gotta do your best to have little to no criminal record. Write those things down.
Faith.
You gotta have faith. You gotta be, let's go, respectful. You have to have an education of some sort, certifications, whatever you get. And you got to do your best to have little to no criminal record. You can be successful without, if you get a criminal record, you can still be successful. I'm just telling you the easiest path. I'm not saying I was perfect. I made a lot of mistakes. I got a lot of friends and family that wish they did things a little differently. But at this point, those are your 4 keys to success. Getting back to what Clee was saying. When I left the food bank in pursuit of some other opportunities, it didn't go as planned. And when you're not employed for a good portion of the year, it pays a toll on you. You have a family. Your gender is male. Females as well. But as a man, you want to provide, even though your family and friends are holding you down. It comes to a point where your higher power is questioning, it's checking you. It's putting a test to your faith.
That burning desire within inside.
Either you're going to say, Lord, whoever your higher power is, I'm going to go with you on this, and I know you got a spot for me, I just got to do it the right way, or you're not. He's going to find out you don't have faith. I mean, it's easy to say you have faith when everything's going well.
But when you're being tested, that's when it found out.
I'm going to let y'all know that faith part got me through. It helped me put my feet on the floor as I got out of bed every morning. The respect part, the way I treat people, have treated people over the years, and I'm not perfect, But I've always tried to treat people with respect, people that even have done me wrong.
Karma.
Just people have done me.
Well,
this
reverse
karma,
saying,
I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you respect those, you get respect in return. Is what I'm saying. Karma comes back full circle.
Exactly. Well, to that point with the respect thing, when people found out I was in a bad situation, people out of the woodworks, they came out the woodworks to show me love and give me help.
That's cool.
Even offer me things when I wasn't able to accept it, whatever. But it's incredible how people come to you when you're in dire straits, when they respect you. You know what I mean? So, it was amazing. So that's where the respect comes in. Now, at 46 years old at the time when this happened, what got me another great position is that education.
Yep.
Is that education. And to be in higher ed, to get a position in higher ed, my lack of criminal record allowed me to get in position to interview for the job.
That could be the kicker to take.
Those are my 4 keys to success. Now, there's things, education has credit and financial literacy. All that stuff goes under education. But those 4 things, if you try to execute those 4 things in your life, young and old, you can start today. You have a shot. You have a shot.
A good shot. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. You got deep with that. Thank you, Danielle, for tuning in. Tag, like, and share. Danielle saying hi to you.
How you doing, Danielle? Nice.
Hey, we spoke about it.
Oh, Danielle. Yeah, what's up, Danielle?
What's up?
Yeah,
what's
my
up?
homegirl. She's my coworker, man.
I thought you were about to say
something. Nah, Danielle's the truth, man. Danielle Martin's got to get on this. This is the truth. She's the truth.
Cool. Can you talk about and elaborate any inspirations that you had, past or present or current? What keeps you going? What motivates you? I know a lot has to do with family, a lot has to do with self-respect, and I don't want to take the show from or steal the spotlight, but I know a lot of things are inspiring to you to keep pressing forward, to show that faith.
Without question, my motivation for everything I do is the fact that I've tripped over so many obstacles. And I've seen people trip over so many obstacles and not achieve the goals that they want. So I dedicate my life to giving whatever I know to other people. Like I get Temple. I don't get paid by the student. Neither do my coworkers. So we're actually out trying to give people an opportunity to get an education. Coaching. I played sports. Sports didn't make me any money, but I can teach the fundamentals of it. I'm not really worried about championships and all that stuff. Especially in youth sports, it's about bringing communities together, not just kids, but the adults. If we can get the adults to work together and be together and act appropriately, oh man, it's a beautiful thing.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I've been doing, there's people out there just like me doing it, and it's amazing. I'm just one representative for thousands that are out there grinding, helping kids, helping. The greatest thing about coaching for me was and is grooming new coaches. A lot of people think it's the kids, and the kids.
I was part of that
process.
What I
mean? But grooming new coaches and making them from young adults into adults and all that stuff, and now they take over. It's a beautiful thing.
Stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something new. Being on his coaching staff was a huge eye opener for me. I mean, I played sports growing up also, and then I remember I didn't want to be anything but a spectator when my son was playing football at an early age. And then I saw how the 1 year where you were taking over at a lower level of the program, how difficult it was not to have a staff. And I thought I was just going to step in and hold a bag, honestly, for like a play or two. And I helped out for one practice. And I came back the next practice, and I saw that he's still the staff. You were a one-man rock band with that staff.
Two.
Well, I mean,
a guy
the other coach
he was a firefighter, so he was off shift. He was there,
So he was. I came and showed up and held the bag again, and holding the bag like, hey, if you're gonna hold the bag, you gotta get the background check to work with kids. So I got that done so I got that done. Congratulations, coach. And bam, from that development from there, going from helping out, doing what I can. Like, hey, coach, you got a good word you want to say to the kids? Like, nah, I'm prepared speech, and just that development and stepping out of my comfort zone is part of the process of sitting right here, sitting right next to you right now.
I had
so hard.
Hey man, people did it for me. I had Sherman Cunningham and Coach Chiz from the Packers and Emery Cook and guys that paid for stuff where I can be a part of it. Like I never paid to be a Packer. Coach Cook would pay for me to go to camp.
He was on the show back in December.
Yeah, we didn't have any money, so he would pay. He even bought me a sweater or two, I think, because we had to wear sweaters and stuff to away games. So, gave us a shaving kit. Be a man, look nice when you go away, things like that. And Coach Cunningham coached baseball and all that stuff when we was little. There's so many people that molded me, and I'm just trying to pass on what they gave me.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
And I got to shout out Terry Clark Sr. and Richie Aldridge. They got me coaching football, and I learned a lot from them. Coach Terry with the detail and learning the culture, and Coach Richie teaching me not to take it too serious. Like,
That
calm
makes
down.
sense. Yeah,
You know?
I understand.
Them dudes put a lot of time in, so any success our football program has all stems back to them guys.
Nice.
Them
Giving that
two.
love.
Yeah,
Thank you,
man.
Kia, for joining in. Tag, like, and share. And you talked about inspirations and multiple other things, goals and your accomplishments. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't talk about goals, but do you have any goals that you've already accomplished? And do you have any goals that you're striving for right now?
Man, I've had a lot of accomplishments, man. I don't really talk about them. Professionally, I mean,
Share them. Share. You might be an inspiration to
like
someone else.
with the food bank situation. There was a food bank in York, and we were a food bank in Harrisburg or Pennsylvania, Central PA, and they were like the Hatfields and McCoys, and somebody had to bring that together. They're working side by side now. It wasn't just me. I was just part of started the conversation and broke the ice. But there's a whole team of us, man. The youth football program. I mean, that was a huge accomplishment. We were in dire straits, and little bit of kids out there, and we had to change the culture. Changing the culture is incredibly hard, because that's changing adults and mindsets.
Yep.
And we were having 10 kids on one team, 15 on another, and then within 6 years, put the right adults around the kids with the right mindset and the right philosophy, and now it's blossomed into something beautiful where there's 150 girls and 150 boys. It's beautiful, I've been fortunate enough to actually work with a lot of great individuals. I've been taught by so many people. My goals is just to take this Temple thing with my team, Danielle and Rita and Demi Davis. Look up Demi Davis; she's sharp. The whole team. Link Martin's our director, and take this Temple thing to the next level and get. We want to be bursting at the seams with students. Getting them ready for college. That's my next goal.
That's your goal.
And keep my family safe. And I'm blessed with the family. So so that's where that is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda, for joining in. The food was delicious, by the way. Thank you. I want you to know that firsthand from me. Is there anything that we might have missed that you wanna elaborate on or touch on?
My man Maurice Titus, he showed me how to put hangers on that Gabriel Brothers. He was working there too, but he was head of security at the time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a bright dude, man. That's why he's so successful now. He was smart when he was bright when he was young, man. Shout out to Reese Titus, man.
Putting the
And his sister, yeah, he's a good dude. Nah, he joking, but he was.
I know.
We had a tight operation going. We'll put it like that. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
Thank you, Victoria, for joining in. Tag, like, and share. Anything else that we might have missed? We touched on a lot of things. Anything else you want to cover? Anything you want to share?
Just thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming through.
Usually I'm gonna raise the bar a little bit. I'm gonna raise the bar a little bit. Instead of him giving me something, Temple swag, I'm gonna give him this for having this Temple Harrisburg thing, on them nights where you and the lady are out at the drive-in or something, or the Netflix night, get all cool in here. You gotta turn the air on for her, but Temple Harrisburg thing for you, man, for having.
Thank you.
Much
I appreciate it.
appreciated.
Look at that, man.
You know
He
what I
came
mean?
through with a gift
Hit
it too. He hit it.
Yes.
Wow, yeah,
Yes.
that's slick. I like that.
You know what I mean? That's for me and my family. That's for me and my family down at Temple Harrisburg. Come
right.
down and visit me. We're trying to create partnerships. Have people. We got plenty of space where you can come down and use our space for things. Contact us. Youth programs. Daniel Martin's running multiple youth programs throughout the summer, and very inexpensive. I'm talking about very inexpensive. One of them is that law enforcement summer camp we're trying to do for a couple of days.
Something similar to Camp Cadet or something?
Yeah, just come down and talk to the kids. We'd really like to get them out of the building, the students to come out and do service learning and do stuff. We're trying to get in the courthouse for a tour of the courthouse and things. Maybe you can help Danielle with that.
Hey, man, we can work on that and make that a possibility.
You know what I mean? That's all this summer. We're trying to work with media studios because we have Klein College at main campus, which is a media and communication school. So we're trying to create internships and learning opportunities for our media and communication students. So everybody out there who's connected with radio and TV, give us a call, shoot me an email. I connect you with the right people.
Yeah. You got a lot of steps and a lot of moving pieces moving forward.
We
Going forward
work
positively.
Man.
I like that.
Man. But That I can go on for days. I'm recognized for a lot of things. I want to give people like us don't like to be recognized. It's uncomfortable. And this is my advice to everybody. I'm gonna go away from the awards. Here's my advice: don't charge anybody for anything you can do for free.
That's nice.
Don't charge people, especially kids, for anything you can do for free. If you're teaching them something, if it's athletic or academic, and you can do it for free, do it for free.
Les Brown says something nice about that, actually, because life is cyclic. So what you give out in the pursuit of just being yourself and giving back to the community or someone else, or just engaging, it comes back to you twofold in ways you don't even know. It's a cycle. It's magnetic. Whatever you put out, you get the same thing back. So yeah, whatever you put out for free, you'll get it back somehow. It may not be monetary, but it may be that favor that you need at the moment of your weakness or whatever. It's funny how life works out.
Yeah.
The nicer you are, the nicer things happen to you.
It's huge because if you charge somebody for something you can do for free, that means you're telling people if they don't have the money, you can't participate, and it creates privilege. You know what I mean? Everybody isn't privileged, so we want to try to eliminate privilege. So if we could get people who are fortunate to help the less fortunate, even with little things as far as even coaching or camps or anything like that, you know, do what you need to do.
Nice.
And if you are blessed with financial gain or financial wealth, you know, contact people and say, hey, how can I help fund some kids in your program? It could be helping with say with college kids, help with student or with the you can donate money to help towards application fees. Okay. There's kids not going to college because they can't afford the application fees. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You know, Little League sports. Don't charge to run little camps if it's can do it for free. It's beautiful, man.
So venue and
yeah, it's not even about. I'm not even trying to get anything back. I'm just saying do it because it's the way it eliminates privilege. You know, if your kid's good in school, if your kid does well in school and gets straight A's and is an honor student, but you know your school district has kids that aren't doing well in school because of the school district, you show up to the school board meeting as well. Don't just let it be the parents who are struggling. The kids and parents who are doing good. We got to do it all together, man. That's how we make a difference.
Teamwork makes
That's how we make a difference.
Look at that. Coach Steve
I
coming
could go on
live
for
and
days,
direct.
man.
He's in the lab with your pen and the pad. I got
Write it
Team
down.
Mom on. Thank you for joining in. Tag, like, and share it. I appreciate
Water.
it.
Don't forget Stark water. Huh?
Yeah, man. Let me know how that tastes again. Take a sip.
It's refreshing. I don't do taste for water. Stilton, what's up, Stilton? Y'all know what I mean. We know it's the Stilton family. Y'all know what water with taste is.
You know, I put on, and I do this. I use this as a platform to have other people come on the show, and they can talk about their positive message, just like you've done, or their business or schooling advancements, or business that they're trying to get out there in the world, or products that they're trying to introduce to people. I put on. I say that because if you have a positive message, if you are a business that you're trying to get off the ground, or a business is well known, and you just want to have your opportunity to put a message out there, or a product that you're trying to get out there, inbox me. Let me know. Go to the website, workwithclee.com. Send a message on there. Let me know. We'll get you on the show. We'll schedule an appointment. We'll get you on the show. Absolutely. And also, make sure you check out the website, workwithclee.com, because there'll be weekly blogs. There's one up there now. There's a new blog on there. There's the YouTube page is going on. Subscribe to that. And I say I'm the motivational speaker, and I give those moments of motivation one day a week. They give the strength. It helps me get through the week, and I use that also. That I'm hoping I'm helping other people get through a tough time or something that they're dealing with to get through the week. Also, empowerment. You know, I say I'm your empowerment coach. I put on. I'm giving people the platform to empower themselves, and you know I'm the favorite baker's favorite baker.
And I'm your favorite mentor's favorite mentor.
So who's your favorite mentor?
Me.
Yeah.
So no, hey, let me tell you something. We're gonna raise the bar.
Here we go.
Your favorite baker should provide the guest with some type of baked goods that he baked every time he comes on. So we can just like we do the
I'm not in the kitchen that much.
Man, you got time, man.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Hey, can I say one more thing about Temple?
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
You students who did not go to college, you know, maybe graduated last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, this is your opportunity as well. It's not just for people in high school now. This is for everybody, man. Come get yours. Get yours. You know what I mean? It's not about anything else. And Temple's about graduating. We're not about getting kids money for their freshman year and hope you fail. These freshman campuses are because we recognize that students, there's a 40% dropout rate, 40+% dropout rate for freshmen across the country. And Temple recognizes that, and we're providing an opportunity for you to take your undergrad classes your freshman year in Harrisburg while you live at home, eliminate the homesickness thing. I could go on for days, man. Get me off, man. We don't got enough time. I gotta go pick up my son.
You got something to do because we should be starting right now. Actually,
Yeah,
I ain't
I
gonna talk
know,
about
I
it. Can
know.
I have my blanket back?
Yes,
You know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
shouting out
Make
my
sure you
people.
tag, like, and share. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker coming at you. It's Coach Clee. Guess who the special guest is next week?
Who?
You gotta stay tuned and watch, homie.
Oh, man,
you gotta
you got
stay tuned
me
and
with
watch.
that,
We
man.
got to end with the money dance.
I gotta do the money dance?
Yeah, it's a rule. It's a rule. That's what happens when you come late. That was Okie. That was Okie. You know why? Because that hat is hiding his
Can we
eyes.
put the money by the
Nah,
shield?
We're
Shout
gonna
out
end
to
it. We're
Oakland
gonna end it
Raiders.
right now.
What's
Have
up,
a wonderful
Victoria?
night. I appreciate it. We
Team
all love
Mom.
you. Check us out. Peace.